done this, you might as well have shitty opinions. But for that, to say, I'm going to come and, you know, smash everyone in your household, she could have her dad in there, her mum. She could have children in there. And then say, I'm going to sit and watch my girlfriend smash your face in because how dare you speak to my girlfriend? Who do you think you are, Frankie? Who do you think you are? You're just, you know, people go on about Rickster, yeah, going to people's houses. You're just as bad as Rickster, yeah? But no, it's okay. But this is acceptable because you're friends with him. Alicia is friends with this guy. A woman sitting in this box, Alicia, thinking this is acceptable for a man to get involved in an argument between two women and say, I'm going to sit there and watch this happen to you. It's absolutely shocking.
Stuff when things are getting mentioned, Alex is the fat cunt this, Alex is fat cunt. At the end of the day, man, I know you.
So what? So what? So what? I tell you something, Alex. I have had arguments or disagreements with real men, love. They don't say, oh, you've called me a cunt. Oh my God, you've called me a name. Fine, I'm going to find out where you live and I'll be there. Never, ever.
The person, right? You know this whole fucking fruit situation with CJ.
No, it's not Dreamer, this is really not about Alex, to be fair.
I know for a fact you would have laughed about that.
Do you know what, Alex? Do you know what? You know, if you'd have made a joke about something like that, I would have laughed. I would have. But you know when you're insulting someone like that?
Amanda, I called Scouse Slayer a fruit and you was all laughing in here.
I never heard you calling it a fruit.
I've called her loads of times a fruit. I called everyone a fruit, and that's the big situation. I thought it's a bit ironic that you've been in my lives. All of you've been in my lives.
Offended over someone, over a woman. What they said to you, Frankie. You're offended. How do you get on in life? I really don't know how you get on in life. I assume you have actually done something to a woman. I'm not going to lie. That's what's going through my head right now.
And he didn't even know. I've seen the screen message when he said, oh, I didn't even know it was a homophobic slur, so he ran with something.
Hold on a second, Alex.
I'm actually shocked to the core.
Irish Kelly, shut up, because you've had nothing but bad shit.
You know, they said about Irish Kelly. Stop running your mouth, man. Stop running your mouth about Irish Kelly.
I have never said anything bad about...
Stop running your mouth on TikTok because a man is going to come to your house and do something to your family, and he's going to sit there and watch his girlfriend do something to you. It's beyond vile. Absolutely.
Alex, but you haven't you, Irish Kelly?
Deflection. It's giving Angela.
Alex, can you
listen?
Don't run your mouth, Monday, you fucking rat.
All wrong.
I'll run my mouth as much as I like.
You're wronging, Frankie. You're wronging. Go and pick on a man. Yeah, and then you sit there and you want Alex to get involved. You want Alex to get involved. And Miss Red, this is what you've done, by the way, because this man also threatened me. Yeah, so this is a second threat, isn't it, Frankie? Yeah, second. And Miss Red put this man on her platform, yeah, and made him into a victim. That's exactly what she's done. Made him into a victim. And now he's now threatened another woman. Because, Miss Red is it. They all praised him, Frankie. All praised. What the hell is going on with you women? You know, this woman here, Alicia, is supporting this. It's vile. Absolutely. He needs off the app. Get him off this app. Absolutely. Because what you don't know about me, Frankie, is I'll always support women when it comes to things like this. Always. And when people say I don't, I do. What I don't like is women supporting men like you. And I can't support women like that. You're a thug. You disgust me. Go fight a real man. Because you behave like that around here. Around here, you'll probably be jumped on. Yeah, I'm not even lying. Because we have real men around here. Real men that go for men. Not men that go for women. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what she has said to your wife. Yeah? That's for her to deal with. Why are you getting involved? Yeah, you're not a real man. You're a thug. That's exactly what you are. Yeah, absolutely. All that group support Frankie. They do support him. I assume it'll probably be on Miss Red's live tomorrow. It's okay, Frankie. We understand. Yeah, you got angry. It's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. No woman should ever feel intimidated on TikTok, on an app. No woman. We should be able to have an opinion, feel safe on TikTok. But we don't feel safe because of people like this man here saying, it's going to be my mission to get your address. It's going to be my mission to get your address. Yeah? Women don't feel safe around men like this. Okay? And this is an app. An app. You can speak to women, yeah? He doesn't know, yeah? Exactly that. Absolutely shocking. And Alex, and this is not me, because I know people are thinking, oh, I can't wait to have a pop at Alex. No, it's not. For them, Frankie, to say, Alex, say something. Come on, Alex. 2 men on a woman. You know, I assume, Frankie, you can't fight a man. Yeah, that's what I think. And Alex, you're just as bad. You should have stopped it. You're live. You're the host. You should have said, this is not okay. Yeah? But no. But we don't think anything much of Alex. Of course, he's going to, support that, because these 2 men, bully women. Yeah? These 2 men, yeah, are what women feel afraid of on social media. You talk on Rickster going to people's houses. This Frankie's just as bad. And just so you know, if anyone hasn't heard the video, which I will play again, I'll play it every day if I want to. Is this him when he threatened to me?
Yo. Morning. Listen, anyone screen recording this, send this to Angie. I've just tried to get in her box, yeah? The black tooth bastard. I'll punch her fucking head in. I swear to God, the tramp, tell her to suck a dead dad about putting videos about me. Anyone in her chat as well, I'll meet anyone and punch her head up. Frankie, come on.
Yeah, and then the next day he got into Miss Red's live, and it was all okay because Miss Red made him into a victim. And then everyone was praising him. So this is the second time. There you go. And these are people that are supporting him. A woman in this box here supporting him. And now you know why I don't support the women on here. It's not because I have no empath, as other people have said, towards what women have gone through. I don't care what you've gone through in your past. I'll never support a woman that supports that. Because I'm one that will always intervene and say, this is not okay. But if you're supporting that, why should I have sympathy for what you've gone through? Because you agree with it. You agree with that man, what he done to you, how he speaks to you. You agree with it because you agree with that. Do you get what I'm saying? Of course you can, girl. Sleep, get in the box. I can take this off. I'm sorry for my rant, guys. I'm just so mad because this is something that really does bother me.
Hi, Ange.
Yes.
I just want to clear a few things up because I've been reading the comments. I wasn't the one who leaked the Discord. We had a Discord. There was 99 people in the Discord. So obviously you can't see every comment that's coming through. You know, not everyone's in there 24 hours a day.
Can I just quickly intervene really quickly, Mandy? It doesn't matter. That's not the point. Even if you did. So, it's not a safe place, Discord, right? It's a public platform, right? When you don't know who's in, who's not in. My Discord's been leaked so many times. It still does not justify this man making threats towards someone. If you don't want something in Discord, don't put it in Discord. Don't post it.
But if someone
cry, Frankie, you're a crybaby.
Someone leaked the Discord, took all screenshots of the chat and everything and sent it to Alicia. And she's obviously been running with it for days. Now, I never said one thing in that Discord about Alex or about Frankie, and Frankie's girlfriend wasn't even mentioned in there. But everyone's putting the blame on me and it wasn't my Discord, and everyone's putting the blame on me for what was said in that Discord when I never even mentioned them in that Discord. And another thing, The only pictures of children that were posted in that Discord was our own children, which we're now really concerned about, because obviously if someone's been taking screenshots, then they've obviously got pictures of our children and our families and everything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, his girlfriend, actually, if you listen, there's other screen recordings out there. His girlfriend threatened to come and smash my face in. That's why I went back at her last night.
Mm-hmm. And he also said he was going to watch.
Angie, can I ask you a very quick question? Can you quickly ask them this question? Ask them if your clapper was shared in that Discord, please.
In my Discord?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
But even if it was, Devon, I would never ever reply with, I'm going to come in and hurt you, ever.
No, the clapper wasn't shared in the Discord. No, it wasn't. People are in here saying, yes, it was. All these people who were saying, yes, it wasn't even in the Discord. And Angie, your clapper was not shared in that Discord because the person whose Discord it was made the rules clear when she set it up. That no.
That's not anything to do with you, though, is it? The clapper.
No.
So
No.
I don't. Even if it was shared, guys, that's nothing to do with Mandy. You know, I am. It's just like someone put something in my Discord. They can put it in there. I might not know at this moment. It's nothing to do with me.
No, so your clapper wasn't shared in the Discord whatsoever. So,
Whose Discord is it?
well, it's a friend of mine, and she shut it down now. Obviously, because there was someone in there that we thought we could trust everyone that was in there. Obviously, we couldn't.
But the thing is, though, guys, even if my clapper was shared, it's nothing to do with Mandy. You know, you cannot stop someone from sharing a video or whatever it may be in a Discord. You can't stop that. You only see what you see it. When you see it, you see it. You delete it.
No, she made it clear that there was to be no doxing in that Discord or anything. Now, people are saying that we've posted pictures of Alicia's kids and everything. That's a barefaced lie. And there's other people in here now who were in that Discord, and they'll tell you that's a barefaced lie.
Can I ask you, Mandy, why is Frankie so mad, though? Is it just something was leaked, right? Is that what it's over?
Well, Alex was getting talked about in there, but I never said anything about Alex. He won't be able to come up with one thing where I've ever said anything about him, and that's not only in the Discord, it's all over. I've never said anything about Alex, and I'm disappointed. I messaged Alex last night because twice Frankie threatened to come and smash my face in before his girlfriend, after his girlfriend had done it. She'd done it once, then he threatened twice to come and smash my face in, and then threatened he'd bring his girlfriend. And Alicia asked him, could he film it? You did, Frankie. I've got it on screen recording. He said he'd smash me head in, and then he said he'd smash me face in.
Frankie, I've just played the video.
And then he said, when I said to him, are you threatening women again? He said, I'll bring me girlfriend. Now, his girlfriend is younger than my daughter.
I could already say, Mandy, people saying no proof. I just played the video. There's proof. It was in the video, yeah.
All of it was getting screen recorded. All of it was. And Alicia was asking him, would he film his girlfriend smashing my face in all over the street? That's what he said.
I don't know why any woman would support that, though, either.
And then she's saying to me, why is your voice shaking? There's other screen recordings, Ange, that you could play. She's saying to me, why is your voice shaking, Mandy?
Yeah, I played that, Mandy. I played it.
Now, when I messaged Alex last night, I said the reason my voice was shaking is because the last time a man spoke to me like that, I was getting a good hiding with it as well.
Yeah.
I said,
you know what, though, Mandy? Like I said, for Alicia to say why your voice shaking is disgusting. I assume you've never been through anything in your life like that where a man has come at you, Alicia, for you to be asking a woman why is she's shaking. Well, let me think. A man has just threatened her. You know what I mean?
He threatened
feel
to
safe in her
come
home.
and smash me house up where I have my grandkids. And then he doubled down on it this morning, because I've got a screenshot, Frankie, of the comment you made this morning saying that I'm a police lady, meaning that I'll go to the police, which it's already been reported to the police by someone else. And there's more than one way to skin a cat, and the wheels are already in motion. Now, I have also got an adult son who lives here with me, who is very protective towards me. Let me just say that. But my adult son, I'm proud to say, would never, ever in a million lifetimes speak to a woman the way he spoke to me last night.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one. That Frankie asked him to meet you. Big man. I'm not the only one he threatened last night, Ange. He threatened Felicity as well. Felicity got threatened last night. He also threatened Chelsea a few weeks ago, remember? So this is 4 women on this app.
It's 5 actually.
No, Frankie, you do realise it is an app. You know what I mean?
Even though
it doesn't matter what Mandy has said or done. You shouldn't be threatening the woman.
I didn't even mention him in that Discord.
Even though
I never mentioned Alex. I never mentioned either of them in the Discord. But I'm getting the blame for what every other you did, Frankie. You've got it on screen recording. You threatened me twice. And you threatened Felicity.
I've just, Mandy, I don't know, did you hear the video? But he did say he's going to smash your face in you.
Yeah.
I just played it.
Yeah, he did. He said it twice.
And then he said he's going to get his girlfriend. Then he said he's going to get his girlfriend to do it. And what?
Yeah, his girlfriend who's younger than my daughter.
And then going to watch it or something. Yeah.
And Alicia asked him to film it.
You're sick. Alicia, you're sick, man. There's something not right with you. How can you talk about DV? How can you support DV? This is a woman that supports DV. How can you support DV and say, can I film it? What's the matter with you?
He's leaving his mark on the internet like he likes to talk to women aggressively. What goes on behind closed door, no one knows.
Wow.
You know what? That took me right back last night.
I'm going to put him in. He's in the box. I'm going to put him in.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand what you're all saying, but please show me where I threatened a woman.
She's just showed it.
Where do I say I'm going to do anything?
When you first started ranting, you said, I'll smash your head in. Then you said,
show the video again. I've never said I will smash your head in.
You said, I'll smash your head in.
Send me your details and I will drive my missus up to smash your head in. That's what I said.
No, you said that afterwards.
I ain't having you sitting on here saying last time I was spoken to.
There's no difference. It doesn't matter. Why would you want to watch
I was spoken to like that, I was getting a good idea.
Because Angie, what you got to realise, the problem is in the real world, there's consequences when you run your mouth.
In the real world, real men don't speak to women like that.
Manda, I haven't threatened you.
You threatened me twice.
Prove it, man. Please show me. I'm asking you to show the video again.
I'll tell you what. There's a page called the FYP something, and they've posted it, Frankie.
Yeah, that's fair enough, but show it now, because we're on about it now. Show me.
Okay, well, I'm going to play the video. If I do get a banana, okay, I'm going to play it. If I do get a banana, guys, I'll be on it.
The first time you said, I'll smash your face in.
No, I didn't.
Angie, let's play it. I'm going to play it. Should we play it, yeah?
Manda, I don't like you, but I've never threatened to.
You did. You threatened me twice last night.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to show you, but you can hear it, right?
Yeah, go on.
Don't try and bully me, big man.
Alright, watch this.
Ring me. I've just seen that you said you got my number. What do you think you're going to do?
I'll tell you what to do.
You're going to phone me to death.
If you're bad, send me your details.
You're going to phone me to death.
I'll smash off.
You absolute rat.
Did you hear her threatening me then?
Embarrassed, Manda?
Yeah, tell me where you are and I'll drive up to
you. Are you not embarrassed that you've been sat next to
me? Hear that?
Yeah, tell me where you are now. I'll drive up to you and I'm going to smash your face. And that's exactly what I said.
You're threatening another woman, Frankie.
I'm threatening you with my missus, who is another female.
That's when you changed it.
Listen,
that's when you changed it, Frankie.
Yeah, you did change it.
That's when you changed it, Frankie. Because twice you threatened me.
Are you actually still? You've just heard it again. I didn't say, oh my, are you still real? Frankie, I said, send me your details, I'll drive up to you and Amy will smash your face in.
No, you said that after You said, I'll smash your head in, and then you said, I'll smash your face
Everyone in
in.
the chat, everyone in the chat saying this said Amy.
Can I finish what I'm saying, please?
Oh my God.
You said, I'll smash your head in, I'll smash your face in, and then you said you would drive your wife, who is younger than, or your girlfriend, whatever, who is younger than my daughter, to come and smash my face in, and you would film it while she was doing it. That's what you said, Frankie.
Okay, let me reply, yeah. First of all,
and your girlfriend was in the background.
Can you let me finish now? I'll let you finish.
Let me just finish. Your girlfriend was in the background threatening to smash my face in, and that's why I went for her. Let's get it right, Frankie. I retaliated.
Okay, first of all, I don't know what you're on about filming it. I can't remember that.
You did say that.
I said that.
Yes.
I said
you
film
said you are gonna film it while she is smashing my face in all over the road. That's what you said, Frankie. And Alicia,
I probably said I was on live, but listen, let's go back to where we said.
Well, whether you're on live or not.
Can you let me talk?
Whether you're doing it on live or not.
Frankie, let Frankie have a say. Just one sec.
The whole chat is saying, he said Amy. I said, send me your details and I'll bring Amy to smash your face in. It's exactly what I said. Listen, you can all hate me, but don't sit there and say that I said I'm going to do something.
He's just played it.
I'll play it one more time, okay? Everyone mute. Play it one more time, okay?
I don't run my mouth as much as I like. Don't try and bully me, you big man.
Yeah, pass me your phone a minute, babe.
Don't try and bully me, big man.
Alright, watch this.
Ring me. I've just seen that you said you got my number. What do you think you're going to do?
I'll tell you what to do.
You're going to phone me to death?
If you're bad, send me your details now.
Are you going to phone me to death? I'll smash off.
You absolute rat. You old bastard, man.
Are you not embarrassed, Manda?
Yeah, tell me where you are. I'll drive up to you.
Are you not embarrassed that you've been sat next to
another woman, Frankie?
I'm telling you, I'll find out.
You threatening another woman, Frankie?
You racist son.
You threatening another woman, Frankie?
I'm threatening you with my missus, who is another female. You hear me?
How old your missus?
32.
Stone or age?
So you cheeky bastard. How can you say anything? Get me a picture of this rat badge.
Right, Frankie, I'll send
me a picture right now.
He's riddled with Botox.
Wow.
She's never too much.
Wow.
Let me just say something now. Let me just say something now. Let me just say something now. On everything I hold dear in my entire life, I have never had Botox or fillers in my life.
Amanda, why is your voice shaking? I thought you were bad. I thought you was about.
Yeah, the only thing dear to you is TikTok. You got no life.
Why is your voice shaking then?
It's not.
Amanda, absolute tramp. Let me speak to Amanda. Let me speak to this rat bag. Amanda, you know, obviously you meant.
Look, she's jealous that her pubes are going grey, the old fat slag. I shaved them off, love, and I'm not nowhere near. You got left your bag. Go do some knitting. I'm nowhere near as fat as you, Amy. Nowhere near as fat as you, Amy.
Oi, listen, Scouse, Amanda, on my mum's grave, I'm going to make it my mission to find you. You can talk to my bird like this.
What are you going to do to me, big man?
I'm going to bring her up and watch her smash your face and you're ratting and I'll smack it against your household, you rat.
Really?
Yeah, really.
To me, can I just quickly say, to me, though, to even say I'm going to drive my missus up there to smash your face in and watch, to me, is still 100% wrong.
But unfortunately, Angie, in the real world, you run your mouth, you have backlash. But listen, forget that.
No, Frankie.
Amanda, you talk. I'll come in after.
We jumped on love. I don't like it, right? I'll always intervene. You are wronging, and you need off the set.
Frankie, you're saying in real life, but I never said a fucking word about you or Alex. So why was I getting attacked last night when I hadn't said a word about you or Alex? Why was I getting attacked?
Alex sent me loads of photos. I haven't been on the app. Alex sent me loads of photos and I jumped live. Listen, let me just say something. Angie, first of all, never call me a wrong-un.
You're a wrong-un.
I don't even know. You're a wrong-un, mate. You're 50 years old. You sit on an app begging. You don't even wash, mate. You don't even wash.
Anyone who threatens a woman is a wrong-un.
Let me, look, can I just say something to you, Frankie, yeah? You threatened me as well, yeah?
Yeah, and I apologise.
And you threatened
Felicity. Changed it, right?
And you threatened Felicity and Chelsea.
I'm gonna listen.
You are a wrong-un, right? And I hope
you're a
wrong-un.
You are the biggest wrong-un on this app.
fights you because you
And I saw today, Frankie, that you wrote in a comment that the wheels are already in motion. That'd be the wrong thing to do, Frankie.
Why would that be?
Because if anything comes to my house now, I've got all the proof. And last night, someone screen recorded that, and it's already been reported to the police.
Do you actually believe in your heart of hearts that I actually give a flying fuck about something that's happened on TikTok for the police to come see me?
Well,
you have been running people down. You and your people have been running people down on and off. Listen, are you going to let me talk or I'm just going to drop?
For violence,
let him talk, Mandy.
I said, listen, first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get someone to slow that thing down because I am not having everyone say that I threatened you, man, that I threatened to bring my missus to you to watch her smash your wedding. That's
just
exactly
as bad,
what I've done, and that is what's going to happen.
Well, what kind of man does that?
Why are you running your mouth on that? All I said to you yesterday, Amanda, was, what's your problem? And you were like, what are you going to do, big man? Like, you come at me hard, what the fuck?
No, Frankie, hang on. I was watching that as it was unfolding, and you were writing in the comments, I've got her phone number. Why do you want my phone number, Frankie?
To ask you what the beef is? I haven't even been on this app. I don't go live on this app.
But
I've got my own life.
Wait, I never had no beef with you. I never spoke about you. So why do you want my phone number? Why not ask for the phone numbers of anyone who spoke about you? Why
because
I've never spoke about you?
What it is, I got about 25 screen recordings of Alex. Not screen recordings, screenshots. I literally read about 4 pages and went live and thought, what the fuck?
What did you see? What did you see? What did you see that I'd said about you?
I didn't see. Everyone's got different names in there.
No, I'm under Scouse Queen in there.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I don't know.
I'm under Scouse Queen in there. So why do you want my number when I never said a thing about you?
Like I said to you, I was sent screenshots. I didn't know the full story.
Well, if you'd have seen any comments that I made in there, you'd have seen that they were under Scouse Queen. But you just jumped on it, saying that you had my phone number when I never said a fucking thing about you. So why bring it on me?
Can I ask?
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I should have done that. But
can I ask you a question, Frankie? Right? Why did you want Alex to get involved and say, Alex, why are you quiet? Why don't you?
Yeah, listen, I'm sick of this situation with Alex.
Yourself and Alex.
Do you want me to tell you what?
One sec. I'm speaking. One sec. You wanted 2 grown men to go at one woman. That's what you wanted. Why did you want him to get involved? You're on mute, Frankie.
Yeah, your mod's muting me. Let me tell you this story about Alex. This is why everyone thinks that, Frankie bullies Alex. Alex is a different geezer off this app. When I spoke to Alex about this, he's raging. Then he goes on live and starts talking to Manda about, we've spoke on the phone, Manda. Like, I'm sick of Alex being friends with all these random people. And then when he's off the app, he's a different type of guy.
So a lot of them, they've screenshotted everywhere. They've put the names in at the top, say Frankie. But you're not the only Frankie on this app. So not every single time whether the people talk about Frankie, was they talking about you?
Maybe you're right. I can't argue with that one.
Felicity, because of that.
Yeah, but guys, can I just say something to Felicity Manager? You're missing the point. It doesn't matter if you had leaked it, if you had said something, if you had gone for this man. It doesn't matter. You're missing the point. It does not matter. This man should never, ever threaten a woman.
Whenever threatened anyone, Auntie, you can't keep... The only problem is it doesn't suit your narrative.
And you should never, ever say, I'm going to try my missus to go and hurt someone.
I'm sitting here right now saying I have never threatened them. I'm going to get someone to slow down.
Frankie, you should never ever say you should never say, I'm going to bring my missus, drive my missus to your house,
I did say that in reaction. Angie, the only person I've ever threatened was you, and I apologise. I've never come for you since. Everyone else jumps on trains about you. I never jump on a train about
Chelsea.
you. Sorry?
You threatened Chelsea, and you threatened Felicity.
When did...
So people are missing the point. It doesn't matter what was done or what was said. It doesn't matter. No one should be threatened.
Okay, right, let's not go. Let's keep going into it. I want to clear my name that I did not say I'm threatening Manda. I'm going to get it slowed down and I'm going to post it. I haven't been on this app. Usually I all hate Alex Brigham, and that's why you all keep coming for me, because I react and Alex don't. It's a fact.
Regardless of the fact, what you're missing is that you threatened to drive your girlfriend,
I did.
who's younger than my daughter,
Right, Manda, you've spoken to Amy. You've never had a problem. And then when
No,
I said,
haven't. I haven't had a problem. And last night,
how old is she? And you said, what, 32 stone?
No,
hold
on, Frankie. Before that, she was shouting in the background that she was going to smash me head in. And you're right, I've never had a problem with Amy. I always got on with Amy. And last night, she threatened to smash my head in, so I reacted.
Can I just say something? Someone just said in the comments, if a woman goes for a man, they have a right to go back. But that's not the case here. Mandy, have you ever threatened Frankie to go to his house or beat him up? No. People, you can have a back and forth and have opinions, but once you make threats and say, I'm going to come and get my missus to beat you up, that's crossing the line.
Okay, Angie, you keep repeating what I said about my missus, but at the start of this, when I came in, you were saying that I threatened her. Make your mind up, mate, because I'm going to prove that I've never said this.
It's just as bad, Frankie. You're not getting it. It's just as bad. You saying I'm going to get my missus, drive her missus to this woman's house,
listen, okay.
and watch her get beaten up. What man are you, Frankie? What man does that and says I'm going to watch a woman get beaten up?
Okay, all right. Listen,
that does it?
Listen to what I'm saying. My missus is my world, and I will protect her, whether it means a police case or losing my life. I will always protect her. Maybe I shouldn't have done it in the way I did. But I'm telling you now, I did not threaten Manda. I did not say I was going to do anything. The only one person I've said anything to on this app is you, Angie. I apologise, and I've never come for you since.
You did.
I've stayed well away from you.
Frankie,
everyone else goes at you. I've said you're actually all right. So don't come at me like that.
But Frankie, one thing, Mandy, can I please just say, Frankie, but the thing is, when there's two women arguing, if Mandy and your wife, you should never get involved with.
But Amy doesn't come live, mate.
That's not fair.
Angie,
should I wait on say, Frankie, say if I'm arguing with your wife, right now, should I go and say if I was with someone and said to my boyfriend, phone him up, said this woman is bullying me, you need to get involved. I would never do that in a million years.
Yeah, Frankie, can I just ask you something? So, I don't like your friend. I don't like him. I never have. It's been over a year. My opinions won't change on that. But that's not me attacking you. I just don't like him, and I have good reason of why I don't like him. But you wanted my address to come round to my house where my children are.
Listen, okay, it was all in the moment. It was all in the moment, right? I'm protecting my missus. Amy doesn't come live. She just posts pictures of our dogs. Listen, I just didn't want Amy involved.
She involved herself, Frankie, by threatening me.
Yeah, because, Amanda, we're getting screenshots sent them. It's just
But not of me. Not of anything
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but people had different names. Can you not see what I'm saying? People had loads of different names.
But I didn't. I used Scouse Queen, and if you've got any screenshots of anything that I'm saying, it will be under Scouse Queen, and you will not see me saying anything about you, Alex, Amy. In fact, Amy never even got mentioned. You, Alex, none of yous. But you came for me last night, and Amy threatened to smash my face in, and I have never had a bad word to say about Amy. So why do that? And people in the chat, here are saying, well, why don't I get my daughter to go out? Because I've brought my daughter up with class. My daughter's 33. She doesn't roll around the floor.
Ask her, how old are you, Mandy?
I'm 56.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying, guys, but honestly, I'm come up here to clear my name that I have not threatened Amanda, and I'm going to get it slowed down. I'm not going to leave this box.
But Frankie, you're missing the point. It doesn't matter. You still.
I know what you're saying, Angie. I know what you're saying.
Beat her up and watch her. You know, that's not a man that does that.
And you're saying that's to protect Amy, but that's not protecting her, because then you're trying to make her fight other people. You don't know what's going to come.
I'm not making my missus.
Listen, I ain't finished. You don't know what's going to happen when you go to someone's house and you've dragged Amy there to go and have a fight. You could end up getting Amy hurt.
But why wouldn't you? But the thing is, Anna, why would a man want to watch that? My partner that I was with, he'd be separating. If I was in a fight with someone, he would be separating us, not wanting to watch us, saying,
exactly.
Yes, go.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. That's not a man.
And you know what? My husband would never, ever have spoken to a woman the way you spoke to me last night. And my husband would never, ever threaten another woman with me, because he wouldn't want to take a chance of me getting hurt.
Someone in your chat's just said they've slowed it down, and it does say Amy, Carly.
Someone in the chat here, when I said I'm 56, someone in the chat here has said 56 stone. Am I going to start kicking off and crying over it? No, it's funny.
All right.
I think you should apologise, Frankie, for the threats that you've
Listen,
made.
yeah, okay. We'll get to a point of that, but Manda, at the heat of the moment, that's what happens. You come in the box and I said, "What's your problem?" You started going, "What you doing, big man? You big man." You know what I mean? I don't know why you come at me like
Frankie, because I'll tell you why, Frankie. I'd seen in the comments that you were right and I've got her phone number.
Yeah, because
why do you want my phone number, Frankie? And hold on. Yeah, me and Alex, we're good friends. I'm disappointed in Alex. And we were good friends. So why can't Alex be my friend? He's never had a problem with
because
me.
Alex is a fucking dreep and says different things off the app, and I'm sick to death of
But
him.
that's not our fault, Frankie. That's not our fault.
I'm not blaming you for that, am I?
So why can't me and Alex be friends?
You can be, mate. I'm not.
Well, you just turned round and said, "Why is Alex talking to these people off the app?" Because
what has Alex got to do with speaking to you off the app? Like, I don't get it.
You've just said, "Why is Alex talking to these people?" Because me and Alex were friends, Frankie. That's why we spoke.
Fair enough.
Angie, can I say something?
Can I just say one more thing? I don't agree with also Alicia, who was, who's a woman that is supporting this.
Can I say something now then?
Supporting what, Angie? Because you're going back there.
He asked you to film it, Frankie.
Sorry?
Right, shall I tell you why Alicia asked that? Shall I tell you why Alicia said that? Because these two women were in a Discord discussing Alicia's kids.
You liar.
1 minute, let me finish. You was discussing, we've got the screenshots. I'm a liar, and you were saying you was part of a Discord where you said that it was okay to spike a woman's drink.
Hold on.
Angie, should I get the screenshot?
Yeah, you do it
because they like discussing. You like discussing women being spiked and talking about kids and religion. You're absolutely fucking wrong, and stop fucking acting like the victim.
Top girl.
You fucking
Have you got any screenshots of me talking about Alicia's?
You was in the same Discord?
Or me?
Have you got anything of me saying it?
Angie, shall I send you the screenshots?
Yeah,
Have you got anything?
All right, okay.
Stop
acting like the victims.
Can I ask you a question?
You fuck off.
Can I ask you a question, Top Girl? Because, a lot of women, including Alicia, supports, a woman that goes through DV, right? So say if you're in a DV relationship, right, and she maybe cheats on him, or she maybe says the worst of the worst, does that justify him threatening her or him saying,
Angie,
let
me answer that.
Does it?
All right, it doesn't, but when it only hit a couple of days ago that you said it about Miss Red.
About Miss Red? Yeah, because she said about my trauma.
But does it make it right?
But we're talking about two women that are going back and forth. That's different.
No, it's not. Trauma's trauma.
And
we're two women having a back and forth. We've had beef for a long time, me and Miss Red. But I'm asking you a question. So, it's about, a lot of men and a lot of women that's in a DV relationship, the man will say, you provoked me because you've done this, you've done that, right? So does that give him justification to say, well, I'm going to smash your face in and maybe do it?
Frankie didn't say that. He said he was going to get Amy.
I did not say I was going to.
Angie, I was there. I was in the line.
Can I just say?
Why would you want to get?
This is bonkers, man. You know what? This is why TikTok's wild, because all of the chat. Someone just said they've slowed it down. I said Amy. I didn't say I was going to smash her face.
Frankie, this in my eyes is just as bad.
Can I just say,
Angie,
how on earth is that just as bad?
God.
These girls have no moral high ground. They were putting pictures of Alicia's kids in this Discord.
Okay. Well,
we weren't. We weren't.
Our fucking children.
That was our own kids.
2 people spoke about Alicia's kids. There's nearly over 100 people in that Discord. Do you expect us all to see it? We're not all in there at the same time.
And I want you, Top Girl, when you show these screenshots that you've got, I want you to show where I was speaking about Alicia's kids or speaking about the religion, and you won't be able to show that.
Just say Mandy has spoken about Alicia's kids, so that warrants a man to say what he says, right?
No one's talking about that. We're saying they have no moral high ground.
Top Girl. You might have family there, and I'm going to smash your face and I'm not going to watch. So that warrants it, right? So what about a DV relationship? Does it warrant a man to...
Hang on, can I ask you a question?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
You are talking about me. Can I ask you a question? Where's there a DV relationship, mate?
Well, because this is what Alicia and Top Girl support.
I don't know about where's her DV relationship.
Frankie,
I'm the male that you're talking about.
I was in a horrendous DV relationship.
That's got nothing to do with
And
me.
then I've got you shouting at the top of your lungs last night, threatening me.
How was I? Please, man.
Weren't you threatening my
There's no justifying, Top Girl. No justifying. I don't care what you're saying. Violence.
Yes. What world have you been brought up in, man?
Never.
Frankie wasn't threatening me.
I've been brought up in a way
Doesn't matter, same thing.
where real men don't threaten women. I've got
listen.
four brothers.
I have.
I'm
I'm going to put a few points out there now because you're all just spinning a mad
narrative.
narrative.
Not threaten women.
Didn't you just said that you've got a grown son who is very protective and he would do whatever it needs be?
If someone come to my door, yeah, he certainly
But
would.
then
We'll
you're
see.
threatening it as well.
Hold on. If someone comes to my door after making threats to me that they're going to come to my house and smash my house up where my son lives and where my 2 grandkids come, then yeah, he's going to protect me and his
Our son ain't going to go out the way to go and cause harm to anyone else.
You can't justify that, regardless of what you said, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just still up here saying I didn't threaten.
I'm going to send you the screenshots, Angie. Bye.
The thing
If
is,
someone
Frankie,
comes to my
either-
house, if someone makes threats to come to my house and smash me up and smash my house up where my son lives and where my 2 grandkids come, of course he is going to do what he has to do. Do you think he's going to stand by while I'm getting fucking smashed all over the place and it's getting filmed and his home's getting smashed up where his niece and nephew have to come?
So it's all right for your son to protect you, but I can't protect Amy.
You're driving. You're
But I never threatened Amy. Amy threatened me.
Madness.
Amy
Yeah, so-
threatened me.
Okay, used to 2 females, that's acceptable. So are we getting to the point now where you still think?
Okay then, Frankie. So I'm 24 years older than her. How would you all talk if I threatened an 80-year-old woman? Because that's the same thing. That's the same thing.
You know what I think happened, Frankie, right? Your friend is very butthurt that we spoke about him, right? And then he got you to back his case and got you to come on, get you angry, get you piped up, bigging you up to come round to our houses. Now, my partner isn't on TikTok. It's got nothing to do with TikTok. He's not on here. He hasn't even got a fucking TikTok account. But you're coming round to threaten to my house to beat up my partner for something I've said. I do not like Alex Brigham. I never fucking will. And I will always say the most. That doesn't mean that it's pointed at you.
And Frankie, you threatened my son last night as well. You said, I will smash anyone who's there. So you threatened my son. So is he not able to... My son's a real man. My son would never threaten a woman. He would never threaten someone's home. And he would never take his girlfriend down to have a fight with a woman who's 24 years older than her.
Okay, so like I said to you, I haven't threatened you, but if it was a situation, I would uppercut your son out of his trainers. It's a simple...
Would you?
Yes, man. Yes,
How do you know that?
I came up here to prove that I haven't threatened you.
28.
Don't come at me about your son.
How would you know that, Frankie? You can't fight everyone in the world, Frankie.
I can try.
You're not the hardest man in the world.
Oh my God, we're going around in circles. I've come up here to prove that I didn't threaten you. I don't care what else happened. I did not threaten you. I've said
You did, we've just heard it.
one bad thing on this app, and it was to
And
Angie.
you threatened
I
me.
apologise. I've never gone for it since.
And you threatened
So
me. with your
I
girlfriend,
righted my wrong.
And you threatened me. And you threatened me, son. And you threatened me.
Yeah, I did.
home,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's been
I did.
reported
I
to the
threatened your
police.
son.
Because haven't you already been to jail for violence, Frankie?
Yes,
so
5
yeah,
times.
it's being reported to the police.
So what, man? People can't change. Listen, don't bring up my...
You haven't changed. You
I am who I am.
haven't changed because
I'm
you're
just
still
saying,
doing
I
it.
didn't threaten you.
You're still doing it, so you haven't changed.
What do you mean? What are you actually going on about?
Because you threatened violence, so how can you say that you've changed? You threatened violence last night. You haven't changed.
Oh, I'll tell you what to do then, yeah? Go get the proof that I threatened you, and then we'll go
He's
from there.
just played it.
Everyone in the chat is saying they've slowed it down.
But Frankie, you're missing the point. To even just say, I keep repeating myself, to say you were going to put your missus in the car and drive her to Mandy's house and watch her get beaten up. To me, it's just as bad.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Angie. But listen,
is
Angie,
bad,
you know what?
because
Angie, you know what? I've watched
it's
you.
not.
I've watched you a few times, and you're quite clever when you read the situation. If this wasn't now for the views of all what's going on, you wouldn't be saying this. What have I done wrong? What have I actually said to Amanda wrong? Me personally, my missus doesn't go live, mate. My missus don't go live, so she's not going to come in this box. She ain't going to jump in a box and start arguing. What's that all about?
Well, she did last night, Frankie.
Yeah, because she was. All right, listen, I'm gonna be real with you, and maybe I'm taking it wrong.
Your missus went for me and threatened me last night for something that I didn't even fucking do.
Yeah, maybe Felicity's right though. Maybe I was fucking sent messages to go on. I don't know. Fuck knows.
Frankie, can I ask you a question? Do you think maybe you said what you said where it was just maybe an empty threat? You weren't going to do it, but you said it out of anger.
I'll tell you what happened. I was angry at the situation. I'd been sent messages. I don't go live anymore. If I pop on, it's for an hour after work. And I just sent loads of messages and people are on about me. And I thought, what the fuck have I been brought into it for? Then I've gone live, kept getting banned. So I've rang Alex and said, go live. Alex has gone live. He isn't even talking about it, even though he was just on the phone to me. Like, it's just all confusing.
Can I ask a favour, Frankie? If you have any problems with what I wrote in that Discord, I will send you my number. I can talk to you over the phone. I just don't need it to be them on fucking TikTok making you worse, making your temper worse, because last night should never have happened.
Yeah, but this, Felicity, I know what you're saying, yeah, and you're being quite polite, yeah, but you've just making your temper worse. I don't have anger management. I speak loud. I'm not angry now.
You were very angry last night.
I was angry last night, Amanda, and I dropped out the box.
Why were you angry towards me?
Because when you first come into the box, right, I asked you, what's the problem with me?
And I never had a problem with you. So why ask me what's your problem with me? You never saw one screenshot.
Because I was told that's why you was coming into the box.
I never even mentioned you in that Discord. You asked me what's my problem with you. Now, why did you ask me that when you had no proof whatsoever that I'd said anything to you about you? So I replied with attitude because he was writing in the comments that he had my phone number. Why does he want my phone number? We're not friends.
Amanda, I do have your phone number, but I didn't phone you, did I?
You were going to. But Frankie, why do you want my phone number? We're not friends. We never have been. I asked
you a question.
Me and Alex had each other's phone numbers because we were friends. And we did speak off the app.
Okay, all right. I've got no answers for that, man, but I've been sent screenshots. I just went live. I just thought, what the fuck? But
and there was someone in that chat last night.
I just want to clear up that I did not threaten you.
There was someone in that chat last night, doxed my full name, and then someone else said to you that they've got my address, and you offered them money for my address.
Oh God!
It's all on screen recording, Frankie. I'll post a lot of it today.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not bothered about the screen recordings, mate.
I'll post a lot of it today.
That doesn't mean shit to me. I'm not really bothered about it. I'll come on here just for a laugh.
Do you know what? I just need to address Irish Kelly because she's craving attention.
Oh, fucking hell.
Irish Kelly, this has got nothing at all to do with you. I thought you were off the app, living your best life and doing your drug and alcohol courses. Now fuck off, because it was all right when we stuck up for you. When we thought that your child essay was getting mocked, wasn't it? You wanted to be my friend then, didn't you, Kelly? When I stuck up for you and I fell out with good friends because I stuck up for you. And I'd never even spoken a word to you before that, Kelly. But I still did what I thought was right and stuck up for you. So do me a favour and go and work it up your ass.
So, Kel, you're allowed to have opinions on live, but we're not allowed to have opinions in a Discord. Yeah, we've slagged people off. Yeah, I don't like them. We've hardly been on the flipping app. So what is your problem with us just not liking someone? I've never spoken on people's kids. I've never put pictures of people's kids up. I've never spoken on anything to do with children. So why the fuck is all this happening right now? Because you're accusing us of doing what we haven't done.
And let me tell you something now. Alicia obviously got sent a picture of me out of that Discord because I felt safe enough to share a picture of me in there. I thought I was amongst friends. Because of the TV relationship, I don't like to show my face because it might have been a long time ago, but there's a story behind it. And Alex knows that story.
But now
I don't feel safe enough to show my face on here. But I felt safe enough in that Discord to share a picture of me, and Alicia's got that picture. Now, if any pictures of her kids were put in there or anyone else's kids were put in there, I'm sure she'd have them as well. That is completely fake. That no one's kids were put in there except our own.
That she's now got pictures of. So she's got pictures of our kids on her phone and she's threatening to show all the pictures. So well done. Well done.
Do you actually know, Frankie, what you've done to me? You've took me right back 35 fucking years. Do you realise what you did to me last night?
Listen, I ain't threatened you, so I don't know what
and Amy,
you're going on about.
You can say, here we go. I hope to God you've never been in a DV relationship, Amy. I hope you've never had to go through that, and I hope you never do have to go through it.
Can I also just say, Mandy, it's also the women that support this. It's not
Support
okay.
what, Angie?
Violence is
Again,
never the answer.
What are you going on about, man?
Huh?
What are you support? What? I ain't
Because
threatened,
women that are
man.
supporting that, you saying you're going to get your wife in the car and watch her get beat.
Alex has just messaged me. That you're
That's
not
not
letting him,
okay.
Alex has just messaged me. You're not letting him in the box. Can you let him in?
I feel like Frankie feels like he didn't do nothing wrong because he never actually went there, but it was the tone in your voice that's affected the woman below because of the way that you spoke to her in that tone that she hasn't heard in 35 years.
Well, it wasn't just the tone that was there, and it was the fact that I'm going to watch you get beaten up. Hello, Alex. Can we hear from Alex? Hello.
Obviously, I don't even know what's been going on, right? But obviously, I'm gathering it was all the shit that went up in yesterday, right? I don't know the reason why I'm getting the blame for it, right? And why Frankie's getting attacked the way he is.
Oh, so you serious, please?
Yeah, and no, I am totally serious because you know what it is, right? It seems to be like, oh, Alex sent the messages to Frankie because he wanted to stir Frankie up. That's a load of bollocks. You know it is? Because if I don't, no, see, Felicity, you're just causing trouble now.
Okay.
Because the fact of the matter is, no one knows the relationship me and Frankie have. And me and Frankie spoke before, and Frankie's always said to me, oh, I like to be kept in the loop. If anyone said anything about me, tell me. So I wouldn't be much of a friend if I didn't show him their messages, would I? Exactly.
So could I just say, so on the phone to Frankie last night, you was absolutely right.
When you said, oh, I always feel like I'm kept out the loop.
You were so angry.
You messaged me last night saying sorry to bring you involved, didn't it? Don't try and make it out like I'm saying, oh, tell me anything. Can you hear me still, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, don't try and make it like I'm messaging you saying, tell me anything. I don't care. Bro, when have I been on TikTok, bro? How many times have I told you I think it's shit, TikTok's gone shit and you should leave there? Don't try and sit here around and saying that I say, oh, please tell me anything.
Well,
like,
you're not listening to what I'm saying to you.
Alex leave it because he had a good FYP show going.
Because you don't know Alex in real life. You don't know his personal life. I know what he's gone through.
I've spoke to Alex.
This is what I'm saying about TikTok.
I've spoke to Alex a lot.
You're all mad.
The thing is, though, he was raging to you on the phone, but comes on TikTok all calm because he knows you're going to kick off.
He wasn't raging on the phone to me at all.
You was raging.
You moaning about it, Alex, about the screenshot. You sent me the screenshot saying, I can't believe this has happened, blah, blah, blah. I've gone live, and then you've just gone off. Obviously, I know because I know you personally why you went off last night. I messaged you saying, why have you gone quiet?
Yeah, obviously.
And I know the reason.
And that's the reason why I ain't been live today.
People on TikTok don't know the reason.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the reason why I ain't been live all day. I haven't seen any of this.
Can I ask you a question, Alex, though? Do you think it was, wise for you to get involved? Because, there was only Mandy in the box and you had two grown men going at one woman.
Alex asked for
and
me
then
to
Frankie turned around to you and said, why aren't you piping up, Alex? Why aren't you saying anything?
Who's two grown men going at Amanda?
Alex, you
and Frankie.
Alex, you asked for me to get in the box.
Yeah, maybe it was out of line.
Yeah. I asked Amanda to get in my box because I went and tried to go into her live and got instantly blocked, didn't I, Amanda?
I didn't block you, Alex. I've never blocked you from my live.
Yeah, but did someone go in that live? I think her name, I don't know who it was. Didn't they say, oh, I've just blocked Alex and you and that's fine?
Because she said that if you came in, she's my friend and she's my mod, and she said if you came in, she was going to leave. But I didn't understand why you came in anyway, Alex, because we were discussing the trouble we've had with Alicia, and that didn't have any bearing on you.
Well, I'd seen the screenshots when my name was mentioned 700
but
times.
Did you see anywhere I mentioned your name, Alex?
Yeah, but my name was mentioned 700 times.
But did you see anywhere I mentioned your name?
Yeah, but Alex, Alex, how come? Why did you send me them? Why did you send me them if you still speak to Manda off the app? Like,
Manda, when was the last time I spoke to you off the app?
Well, you just tell me your friends.
The last time we had a call was a good 3 months ago, maybe.
Because, Frankie, do you know why? Because you can say things that he can't because he risks losing to death by P. So get you angry enough, you'll come on live and you'll get all the shit.
Felicity, you're just causing trouble now.
No.
You're just causing trouble. Why the hell would I care? I say stuff with chest.
Yeah, good. Say it with chest. Why didn't you say what Frankie said last night then, huh? Why did you get Frankie all mad?
Frankie's got a different attitude to me, obviously.
You got Frankie all mad to come on live last night.
Oh my God! This is what you do. You twist things.
Alex, listen. Alex said things with chest because you had to phone Frankie first and then get Frankie to come on for
I didn't phone Frankie first. Alex, you're lying again. Get into your printers, love.
Alex, please listen to me.
You was on the phone to him.
Alex, please listen to me out of the respect for the friendship that we did have. He's going to ruin you, mate, on this app. Everyone can see it. He is going to ruin you on this app. You had a lot of people who had a lot of respect for you, Alex, me included.
Nah, to be fair, I'll keep it real with you. Real life friendship.
How could I ruin Alex on the app? I work fucking 12 hours a day. How am I going to ruin Alex? I work 12 hours a day. What? Because I tell him he's being mugged off left, right and centre. And Alex is a different person off the app than he is on the app. So as a real man, I can't take it seeing him. He comes online and he's like a soft geezer. But off the app, he's not a soft geezer. So I'm saying to why you be like that?
Kicking off. So
no, I think you can realise, Felicity, I broke out my shell a little bit now, so I can say what I want when I want.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah, okay.
But Alex, listen.
But like I said, Felicity, like I said to you, and I said to it yesterday on my live, right? If you want your fella, right, and I'll do it on live today.
My fella is fuck all to do with this. It's not even on.
Your fella, he's a dirty little racist. You dirty. Have you seen the stuff that he says about Muslims and the way he says about Asian people?
You're related a bit heavy there, Alex.
Your fella is an abuser. He's a woman beater. He's a racist.
What are you talking about?
Your fella's a racist abuser.
Abuser. Tell me what you're talking about.
Abuser, 100% abuser.
Well, tell me what the fuck you're talking about, Alex.
Exactly.
If Felicity's fella's a racist, that's not on air, Alex. That's not.
But you know what? She dictates. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Manda? She dictates men on this app and tries to make men feel really little on this app.
No, that's just you, Alex. With your mushroom.
Angie, I know what you're saying. You've got an opinion on what I've said, yeah, but you're meant to be a real animal lover. What they said about Alicia's dog.
Frankie,
have you not mentioned anything about this? I'm not saying you've said it.
Made a comment in a live that we knew nothing about. Well, I'm telling you something now.
So if you remove that person from making that sick accusation about a dog.
And I said, everything I've said, I will stand by, and I'll say it again. And she came in the chat and she said, everything I've said, I'll stand by. And I said, well, let me just tell you something now. I'm not bothered what she said about the dog because she didn't say she was going to skin it. But I said, I'm telling you now, what you said about Alicia's mother was fucking disgusting. And we do not stand by shit like that. If you want to go for Alicia, go for the looks or go call her a bitch or whatever, then do it. But do not ever go for her unalived mother and say that you'll stand by that.
Amanda, can I just say something to you, please?
Yeah.
You know when you're saying about, oh my God, this is shocking, a man saying this and a man saying that, and then obviously, 1 minute.
Can I just say, right?
I did not threaten to spike anyone or skin Gladys. So stop running and stop using my face as your profile picture, you weirdo. It's a very old picture from 6 years ago, by the way.
My partner, he did make a racist remark, and I absolutely kicked off over it because 2 people was on the phone with me at the time, so Alex conveniently brings up. But an abuser, Alex.
Live? He did it while he was in live in a car?
Yes, and I kicked off and came off, and I went absolutely fucking mental.
So, okay, so he does it on phone calls as well then? So your fella's a racist, isn't he?
No.
You just said he done it on a phone call to people, but he done it on live as well?
Alex, where have you got proof that he's an abuser, please?
You told someone something before and it got relayed to me.
You fucking liar.
I've seen the way he... Oh my God, the way he shouted at you as well. Trust me, I know an abuser when I see one.
Why did he shout at me? When did he shout at me, Alex?
Ages ago when you was in the house and you had to mute the... Oh, do you know what? I ain't getting into it. You know what? You know who he is and you know what he is as a person.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. You've got the wrong person, but I know exactly who you're talking about, Alex, you fucking dickhead.
No,
That
see, you're
wasn't
getting
me.
aggressive now because you've been caught out for, let's say...
wasn't
Oh,
me.
Yeah,
God.
but Alice, can I ask you a question? What's the difference between what that and what Frankie said to Mandy?
Because Frankie's protected his missus. Massive difference.
There wasn't, Alex. Let me tell you, and I'll say again, if I had a partner, there's no way I'm getting involved in between two women.
Boys.
That's wrong on every level, Alex.
Okay, yeah. All right, can I speak? Can I speak? Because you're mentioning me. Can I speak? Okay, listen. So, regarding what I says, right, like I've already said, maybe I was out of line for getting loud, for shouting, but I wanted to come up here to say I did not threaten Manda. Me personally, for me to physically do something, I did not do that. I did not do it. So I want that to be cleared. Whatever else comes of this, for how I spoke to her, for what I said, I'll take on the chin. But, like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was, but I was angry at the situation. Yes, okay, I didn't look into it. I got sent screenshots. I went live, got banned, phoned Alex, said go live. And maybe it just happened all too quick. But I did not threaten Amanda, and I just need everyone to know that. Like, it doesn't matter if you're believe Angie. I don't want people thinking that that's me.
You're saying that he was protecting Amy.
I'm going to post it slowed down.
Amy came into his box.
Angie doesn't. Yeah, but no, she never came to a box. She was shouting in the background.
She was in the background, yeah, and she threatened me first, Alex.
All I'm going to say, Amanda, let me tell you now, and I said it to you as well. You know this. Like, let me tell you now. Frankie, no matter how you're going to have a view on him, Frankie's a good lad, you know. And you know when you said he ain't changed, I'm going to tell you for a fact now, the guy has changed.
Well, he made threats last night, Alex. How can you say he's changed?
A bit stupid situation.
He made threats of violence last night, Alex.
Listen.
Felicity, you're not in the box.
Alex, he made threats of violence last night. He has not changed.
So he has.
He's not. He hasn't.
I
And
know
that's
him
how
as a
the police
person, so
are
he has,
going to look
Amanda.
at it. That's how the police are going to look at it, Alex. He made threats of violence again last night towards a woman. He has not changed.
I didn't make a threat towards you. I did not threaten you. Stop saying it.
Frankie, listen to me. Listen to me. If you're that protective towards your girlfriend, stop threatening for her to go and fight other women. Because how do you know what could happen to her off the back of that? My husband was very protective towards me. He would never, ever have done that.
Okay, listen, we're going off the subject as well. Again, you're still saying...
We're not going off the subject.
I don't care what you think of me. I don't care. It honestly does not affect me in any way, shape or form. I have not threatened you, and I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to slow it down and I'm posting it. Other than that, I'm not
Frankie, you threatened to get your girlfriend. That's still a threat.
Yeah, I did. I did get threatened to get my missus to punch her head in. I did, yeah.
And to watch it.
Angie, you threatened to kick people's heads off before, Ange.
Sorry?
You threatened to kick people's heads off before.
Oh, God, what a banter.
Yeah, but this...
Well, mine was banter as well. Mine was dark humour.
Yeah, it was dark humour. He's a comedian.
Of course, Alex.
I am, Angie, honestly, I'll go comedian school now. I signed up, £14 a month.
He's got size 26 feet.
Honestly,
why are you making light of this situation? And Courtney wants to get up. Courtney Unicorn wants to get up because I said to her the other day I'd jump all over her face because of the way she spoke to me. Yes, I did. But she lives in fucking Scotland. Does she think I'm driving to Scotland to jump on her face? Does she think someone else is driving to Scotland to spite
Amanda, you threatened me, and your friend Claire threatened to spike me.
Do you think Claire's going to drive to Scotland to spite you, Courtney? Get a grip.
Said it in the Discord, she wants to spike me.
Get a grip. Do you think she's driving to Scotland to spite you?
I think he's driving to anywhere. You get a grip.
Angie,
Courtney, how can you defend a man speaking to a woman and threatening a woman the way he did?
Why is it always gender-based?
I'll say the same to you, Courtney.
Why is it always gender-based?
I did not threaten her. And I hope to God you never go through DV, because believe me, if you get a man speaking to you the way he spoke to me
and
last
I hope
night...
no one spikes you, Amanda. What's your point?
You're a disgrace.
And
No,
you,
you're a
you,
fucking
can I, one
disgrace.
sec, Corny,
You're
can
a
I just
disgrace.
quickly ask you a question? Do you feel that when Alicia asked Mandy if why is she shaking? Because it sounded like she, her voice
No
was
one
shaking.
should be
You
threatening
think it was okay
anyone.
that she maybe she
No.
was shaking?
Angie, no one should be threatening anyone. It's an app. I'm going to say that. I think this is all too much, but with all due respect, everyone's forgetting what Amanda and Claire and all that have written in a Discord about all of us out of nowhere.
They are words, though.
Hold on.
Angie, can you do me a favour, please, Angie?
Hold on, are we not entitled to speak about people?
Manda,
Everyone on this app speaks
Manda,
about
can I just
people.
speak, please? Can we get Canadian Angie in the box? I want to sing happy birthday to her today. She's 70.
Oh no, we're not going to go there, guys. Big up Canadian.
It's her 70th birthday party today.
No, Alex, we're not going to go there.
We're
Big
on
up
the Discord,
Angie.
right? And we don't like you, so we say shit about you. You're gonna lock us up for having an opinion on you? We don't.
They're all Darwin Charles CA guys.
Angie, can you big screen me just 1 second?
God, is that us? Did we say it? No.
This is okay.
Does that say Scouse Queen on the top of that
But do
comment?
you think that's okay? So wait, a whole live has been held because of Frankie, but you guys think this is okay?
Do you really think that Claire
Man on
would
there
put
threatening
herself-
Do you not think it's
Is
wild
the
to
very
even
man on there
say
threatening
that?
Do you
The point
really
of
think,
this is because
Courtney?
it was a man threatening a
Do
woman
you
with
really
another
think,
woman? That was the
Courtney,
point
that
of this,
Claire would
Courtney.
go on a nice out with you?
Yeah, can I just quickly
For
say
a
something though, Courtney? That's nothing to do with Mandy. Is that her Discord?
No, it's not us.
But you
What
literally.
is this then? What is it? Discord or what?
Yeah, it's Discord.
Right,
And
so
let me-
that's nothing to do with Mandy.
Yeah, and let me just make this clear. The person whose Discord it is away on holiday at the moment.
Yeah, but when
nothing
the
can
question
be put
is,
on
what's it to
there
do with Mandy?
either.
It's nothing to do with you, Mandy, this.
Well, you all stood by it. You all said that nothing was said wrong in there.
Yeah, but maybe she hadn't seen it. Do you know how many things messages
It
I've
has.
seen on
They've
Discord?
all seen it all.
Oh, Courtney, the fucking.
You sat there in all.
Andrew.
Listen, don't get me started on you. Do you want to keep posting pictures of people's faces?
Courtney, there
Angie.
was 99
Yeah?
people in that Discord.
Can you ask everyone
Do you think
if there's
we
any
can
way
keep
of an
it-
end to this? Where does this go? Because this is boring now.
Yeah, I think there should be an outcome. Do you think you can just maybe guys all just move on and get on?
What do we want from this?
Everyone's arguing about
You know what,
Discord.
Frankie?
I'm not
What I want-
responsible for my Discord. No one's responsible for their Discord. You know what I mean? I say
Frankie.
responsible, but you don't always see what's going
What I
on.
want is for no one to turn up at my house where my children are. That's all I want.
Okay, so are we just going to all forget that this is not forget, but Amanda, if you have been through DV in the past and a man shouting worries you, then I apologise that I shouted and made you feel that way.
It wasn't
Not
only
threatening.
shouting, it was threats as well, Frankie.
I didn't threaten you, mate. Oh my god. Courtney, Baguette's just sent me the thingy slowed down. Can you get it off her? Because I can't show it. I'm at the barber's, man.
The what thing, sorry?
What happened last night, she slowed it down, showing that I said, send me your address and I'll bring
I'm
Amy to smash
out. I
it.
don't have a second device.
But Frankie, that's just as bad. You want to watch a woman, your girl?
Yeah, okay,
beat up another woman?
all right.
That's
All
not
right,
wrong.
I'm here now. I'll take it on the chin. It's bad what I said. I shouldn't have threatened Amanda with my missus.
Can I just
I came up here to prove
Frankie,
that I did not
Frankie,
threaten Amanda.
Wait, can I just ask Angie?
No,
Angie,
this is
No,
important.
no.
This is
Frankie,
important.
Frankie, what?
why is it okay for Amanda to get her son to be about Luke? Did you not put a post up saying my
Well,
son?
okay, that's not right. Look, Courtney, that's not
This is
Peter, but that's Luke.
important.
That's someone
There's
else.
a
That's not
joint
Luke.
account in my husband's name.
Amanda that wrote
There's a
it.
joint account in here in my husband's name. Can you get it out, please?
Sorry,
the name?
Angie, can we go back to what I've just asked, please? Because I'm at the barber's. I don't care
What's
what
the
everyone else
name,
is arguing
Amanda?
about.
Guys, everyone just mute for a sec so Frankie can.
What everyone else is arguing about, listen, you just can carry on doing that. I want to get I'm here. I came up for me. Yeah, I want to get the point between me and Amanda and whoever else there is that has an issue with me. Can we sort it now? Like, I don't ever come give you any drama. We had an argument last night. I shouted. I got out of line. That's fair enough. I'm going to prove that I didn't threaten you because I just want to clear my name that way. Other than that, let's just move on.
As long as no one turns up
Amanda's
at my
gone.
house where my children are, I'm good. But obviously, Amanda's got.
And is Mandy okay if she's gone? But is she okay with that? Yeah.
She's going to be really upset. I don't know. Is there a trial account with her husband's name in it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
The baby, so I can't.
I don't want to dox it. I don't want to dox it.
I think at the end of the day, I think Frankie said it out of anger. He didn't mean it was an empty threat. He's not going anywhere. His missus not going anywhere, and just drop it and just put it to bed.
So what everyone else is going to go on about, that's fair enough. Like, you can do I know that's what people like to do. Maybe not like to do, but you just do it. But me personally, I do not want this shit. I can't be asked to look up my phone, see that someone said something, then have to come back. It's just boring, man.
You say, Frankie, we haven't really been on the app for months.
I haven't been, Felicity, I haven't been on here. Yeah, okay.
I just think you was used in your mate's little check.
Oh, my God.
That's what you are, Frankie.
No, you weren't. You're just causing trouble. How? Felicity, you're on about Frankie turning up. I'll turn up.
Okay, go on then.
Fucking idiot. That's another problem that you don't want, trust me.
Now turning up at anyone's house.
Is that you threatening now?
Guys, we all went
I'll
on
smash your fella up, 100%. 100% smash your fella up.
Felicity, wait, can I ask Felicity a quick question? Do you truly believe that, and I know it wasn't you that said things, right, I respect that, but do you agree that sitting there discussing whether children are Muslim or not, talking about how weird they are and things like that, speaking about spiking, isn't talking TikTok drama and having a gossip?
No, it shouldn't be talking about the kids. It shouldn't have been spoken about. There was 2 comments and it shouldn't have been spoken about. We've all agreed on that.
Nancy behaviour, that is.
Nancy behaviour. Fuck off, Alex.
Talking about kids.
On here.
Talking about kids, if they're Muslim or not. That's mad.
You joked about fucking child essay.
No one ever. Prove it.
You joked about child essay. Don't fucking come for me and call me a fucking nonce.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but people have debates about that, Alex. It's not Nancy behaviour. I don't understand why people keep saying if you talk about a child, you're a nonce. What's wrong with people?
You fucking tugged off while I'm fucking live.
Oh my God. You are now just deflecting because you've been caught out yet again.
I'm really not.
You want to bring up every little thing. But all I'm going to say to you is, I'm going to tell you exactly how it is, right? When you're talking about kids, if kids' names are this, kids' names are that, it's weird.
Okay, but it wasn't us. Did I say it? Did I speak
But you was all
about
doing it. You was all doing it in the chat. It's weird behaviour.
Can you get the proof then, please? Because we only saw.
This is Manda's thing where she's offering out her son to Luke the Judge. So why is it okay for her to offer out her child to another man, but women can't? So a partner can't offer out his girlfriend? No.
Can you, Courtney?
Putting a woman in danger, a man's a man.
I'm going to be a pain here, because I'm blind as a bat. Would you better read it out?
So it's just short terms. It was because of what happened the other day. Basically, there's something to do with like a back forth between her and Luke, and you can see here it just says things like screenshot, because I can't actually read it either because I never have to put my face on camera. But if Luke Judge fancies taking on me, I've got one here who's, I think it's her son, I've got one ready here for you any single day of the week. So she's offering out her son to fight Luke the Judge. So what's different between what happened? Is it just because it was in a box?
No, it just seemed a lot worse than a message. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's a message, isn't it? So, and that's to do with Luke, not to do with Frankie.
No, but it's the same thing. She's saying on an app that which I'm sorry, what mother wants their son to have a fight with?
It's the same. It's the exact same in my eyes.
More angry as well.
Exactly the same in my eyes.
No, this is on a message.
When men, and that was 2 women. It's completely.
Yeah, but there's a massive difference though, because obviously Frankie doesn't pick women, so he's obviously got his missus who's obviously going to stand up.
Different. So you got 2 men that she was going to send a man round to do a man.
Like I said, I think the outcome is
Frankie sending his woman round to fight. Women shouldn't be fighting.
No one's going to go anywhere. I think just end it. You know what I mean? Just move on from it. You know what I mean?
Well, I had a phone call.
When it's a man on a woman, always.
Oh, so are we still on about me threatening Amanda?
No, there's on about the Amanda things threatening Luke now.
Yeah, well, I didn't threaten her, and if I got too loud and it worried her, then I apologise. But other than that, if someone's going to mention my missus, my job is to protect my woman. That's my job.
Yeah, Frankie, can I just say, though, I don't feel a man should ever get involved in an argument with 2 women. You know, it's like me saying, okay, I'm having an argument with, say, Zayana, and then for me to say I'm going to get my boyfriend on to
Amy would never have said, I'm going to get my boyfriend. Amy is not that type of person. But no matter what happens in life, whether I have to lose my life or take a charge, I will always protect my woman. It doesn't matter what happens. I don't care what anyone says. What any of you got to say.
Sound like you was protecting her. You were sending her down for war. You weren't
What's that,
protecting
Diana?
her. It did sound like you were protecting her. You were sending her down for war.
Yeah, like I said, when I was protecting her, maybe I attacked it the wrong way. Maybe I got a bit angry. I am a type of person that does lose it like that, but I ain't having people say that I'm some bad guy, you know what I mean? Me and my missus got a good relationship. She's happy. We got a good life. So I don't want to have people saying, oh, this man's a fucking beast. I'm far from it. I'm just on TikTok and I can't take the shit that people give out.
You need to think before you talk, and you need to think of what people are sending you to give a reaction to.
But the thing is, people act differently though. Not everyone's the same.
No matter what happens in life, whether it's on TikTok or in the fucking jungle, if someone or anyone or a female, male, anyone tries to go for my missus, I'm going to protect them, protect her, 100%. I'll never stop.
No, but you were protecting her because you were sending her out for war. You weren't saying, "I'll come down and smash your face in." You
But he was protecting her because as soon
smash your face.
and this is where you twist it now.
How was I meant to react then, mate? When someone's calling my missus fat, when my missus is far from fat.
Well, you may as well have just done it the whole hug and said, "I'll come down and smash your face in."
But I wasn't going to smash her face in, was I? So
instead, you're going to send Amy down to go and smash your face in.
Oh, I don't know. I think we're just going around in circles. I know what you're saying, but we're going around in circles here. But I don't know. I'm not that guy that threatens to beat Manda up. So
What the hell?
Oh, I do leave the house. Don't get it twisted.
There's a stray cat in my house.
I've lived my life, baby.
Right, you're going to stay outside. You're hungry. Okay, get you some food. Sorry, guys. I just had a stray cat coming.
That's not a stray cat. That's Babalusha, that is, in cross-dressing.
Oh, Babalusha's upstairs. I heard a big meow.
Amanda's in the box, apparently. Can we get a resolvement now? So obviously, fucking.
Yeah, let's resolve it. We're a shit.
Manda's in the box. Can we get Manda in? Let's resolve this.
Right, I'm just going to go feed this cat. Okay.
I just want to clear up that post about Luke the Judge. My son was fuming about that because Luke the Judge said on a live in front of over 2,000 people that if I was his mother, he'd be ashamed of him. He'd be ashamed of me. And that's why I did that post. Because my son's not ashamed of me.
Apparently, Luke's messaged me saying he said you was goading him, calling little boy, and then he called you a catfish. Then you said threatened with your son.
No, hold on. He jumped on board when I was arguing with Alicia, saying Alicia's got me, and then he called me a catfish, and I called him a little boy.
And you talked about his sexuality. You said.
What I said to him was, why don't you just come out of the closet and be your authentic self and live your best life?
Let's go feed this cat.
So what's wrong with that?
I just don't think the thing is, I don't think sexuality should ever be is irrelevant really in this argument.
Hold on. When he's arguing with women, it's questionable, Alex. My son doesn't argue with women.
Yeah. Well, that's your son, though, and everyone's different.
Yeah, I brought my son up to be a gentleman, and he does not argue with women. He doesn't do social media, and he doesn't argue with women.
I just think, honestly, in this day and age, everyone's different, and I'm sick and tired of everything based around gender. Like, a man can be jumped on by women, and a man just has to stand there and take it. It's not fair.
Hold on, Alex, hold on. When you've got a man who's going for a woman and calling her names, yeah, I will question.
I don't know where you're trying to go with this.
I'm speaking to Alex. I will question it because in my life, in my dad, my brothers, my husband, my son, they don't go for women, Alex.
Okay, Manda, look, I've tried to solve this. I've come up.
I didn't call Luke an angry lesbian. I've never called Luke a lesbian.
I think you bet. I'm going to send you my number in your inbox. Get your son to ring me, and me and your son will sort it. Then, if you think I'm such a bad person for saying what I said, and I'm clearly not going to come to you, yeah, sorry.
The police are sorting it.
Well, I thought your son was a bad man.
My son's not a bad man, but put it this way, he's not scared of no one, and he can't.
Well, please, instead of using police like a little weapon.
No, the police have already been phoned, and it wasn't even me who done it. It was someone else who.
Yeah, when you've ruined your case by being in this box today.
But I ain't going to have you sit there going, my son doesn't speak to women. I've got a better life than your son. I put my life on that.
And can I put Ashley in the
Your son lives with his mum. Your son lives with his mum, 32 years old, bro.
Do you know why he still lives with me? Do you know why he still lives with me?
Does Shireen live with you?
Because he looks after me. That's why he lives with me. But believe me, Frankie, calling everyone skint, he's got enough money saved because he's worked since he left school. He's worked while he was still in college, and he's still in the job and worked his way up from when he was in college. And he's got enough money in the bank to buy a house if he wants to.
Going to buy one then and stop living off mummy.
No, I'm
going to get some hair removal anyway.
I want him here with me.
And
I want him here with me.
In the box?
And my son is a proper man.
Yeah, well, Amanda,
let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else, Frankie. Let me tell you something else, Frankie. You were calling me a skint scruff and a skint tramp last night. I'm far from skint. I'm far from skint, mate. Because you know, when my husband passed away, I was left very well off for the rest of my life. I'm far from skint.
Okay, fair play to you. We'll do something with your money and go and see the world instead of sitting on TikTok.
Let me just say the world. I'm going away in 3 weeks.
Manda,
I'm going away in 3 weeks.
Manda, I tried to come up here.
See the world.
I tried to come up here to be cool, but listen, I'm going to send you my number. Get your son to ring me.
Don't send me your number. I don't want your number. I don't want nothing to do with you.
I'll drive and see your son because you're sitting up here going, my son's a man. I'll prove your son is a man.
My son is a man. My son is a man who doesn't speak to women the way you do.
Get your son to meet me. I'll come and put.
My son doesn't speak to women the way you do.
Do you know there's one woman in my life that I need to respect?
This is in the hands of the police.
Mate, you're a no one,
and you're a no one to anyone.
He's not. He's someone to other people.
Alex, I'm really disappointed in you. I'm really disappointed in you, Alex.
Oh, do you know what it is? I'm not disappointed in nothing.
Well, I'm really disappointed in you. I wish I'd have listened to everything that people were telling me about you instead of defending you.
Do you know what it is,
Frankie, let me tell you. Yeah, and I thought we were friends as well.
Go on, tell me, Manda.
You haven't bothered with me for months.
Thanks for the...
What was you going to tell me, Manda?
It's in the hands of the police. It's in the hands of the police.
Wow, do you think I give a fuck?
So no, my son won't be getting involved. My son won't be getting involved because someone contacted the police last night when they saw... What?
Your son will be getting involved.
Are you threatening my son now?
This is what I mean. Like, you get in boxes.
Are you threatening my son now?
Listen to me, right? What happens on this app?
Are you threatening my son now?
Oh my God! No, he ain't. No, he ain't.
Hold on, no, Alex. I'm speaking to him. Are you threatening my son now?
If your son, 32-year-old, lives with mummy,
he's not 32. He's 28.
Take his head off.
He's 28. Are you threatening my son now? Did you just say you're going to take my son's head off?
I did not threaten you. That's all that matters.
Did you just say you're going to take my son's head off?
I said if your son wants to see me, I would take his head off.
No, you've just said that you will take his head off. And are you still saying, Alex, that he's changed?
Yeah, he's changed. He
doesn't make threats of violence. Alex, Ange, thanks for this. I really appreciate you.
Jimmy, you're not going to be able to sort it out then. Okay?
Alex, do you know what? I wish I'd have believed everything that
Amanda, go and use your fucking husband's money and go and see the world, you boring cunt.
You're a fucking disgrace.
Go and see the world.
You're a fucking
sitting at home, you and your son's got savings, you've got savings, and you both sit at home. Scumbags.
I'm embarrassed for you.
You don't need to, I don't care. My life is nothing to do with you, mate. You fucking dickhead.
I'm glad we resolved it.
I was going to just say, she don't want to, just don't go to the situation, do you know what I mean?
Listen, Angie, I asked several times, do you want to sort it? She coming up going, my son is such a good guy, doesn't threaten women. I ain't threatened her at all. I live a good life. My missus is well looked after. We have good love together. We see the world. This woman is irrelevant to me. Phone the police, what they're going to say? You made a threat over TikTok. I didn't threaten no one.
Angie, you know as well as me, the police don't give a shit about TikTok.
Who cares about fuck the police? I'm going to be called that, fuck the police. Hate them. Hate the government. Fuck the system.
To be honest.
Can I just ask you a question, Ange? I was listening, and you know when you were saying that whatever is being said in the Discord, it doesn't justify a reaction of threatening violence. You know, I've got to agree with that. But what do you think that in this Discord, I don't know exactly who said it, the people, like I can't name the person, But because they didn't like Alicia, they went in that Discord and they were threatening horrific violence against dogs, saying they were going to skin Alicia's dog, they were going to do this, they were going to do that.
First of all, I don't agree with that, but you can put that on my Discord, I might not see it. I might not see it for 2 days.
No, I know what you're saying about seeing it, but I mean, Frankie...
No, it's not right. Of course it's not right, but that's nothing to do with Mandy. If unless Mandy's said it herself, I don't take responsibility for what people put in the Discord because I don't monitor it 24/7. So I don't know something like that on my Discord. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I get that, but that wasn't my point. What my point being is, Frankie, like all of this live today has been about Frankie's reaction to something that was...
I speak facts, suck your mum. Come on, you really can't. I'll punch your head in as well.
And what my point has been is, the people in that Discord, their reaction to not liking Alicia was to threaten violence and skinning a dog.
Yeah, but that's nothing to Mandy. That's that could be a
Can I just say something here? You know, on Discord, you react to things. You can put like a laughing face or a heart. I've got every single person that reacted to these things, so I know who saw it and who didn't.
Okay, and was Mandy one of those?
Yeah, she was.
Okay, well, listen, I don't know.
Angie, what you've got to look at here, Amanda gives it out all the time, and she's had it back once. Now everyone's saying she's victim. How? I don't understand it. She can't go. You can't sit on this.
I don't agree with it. Man go for a woman in that way.
Because these are all bitching together, and you're a man going for a woman.
No men should go for women.
Because I was listening to what was going on in here. Did he just get banned?
You know, I was a little bit shocked by you, Alicia, because you actually turned around and said that you wanted to film it. Is that correct?
I said that. I said to Frankie, record Amy doing that to Amanda. Yeah, I did.
You know how many kids do that on where they beat someone up and they film it. I don't know. There's a name for it. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, but what are we comparing kids now?
But do you know what? Angela, do you know, I don't want to be kicked out your box because I want to get my point across here.
Don't kick you. I'm not going to kick you.
I just watched a video where you were saying I stand with Miss Red's abuser in regards to DV.
What happened there? So now you're twisting it. What happened?
I'm just saying what I've seen.
That was a sarcastic comment. I was being sarcastic. Did I mean it? No. Why did I say that? Because she said about my trauma, and she said she didn't believe me. She has an opinion on that, absolutely. But she also supported someone that said the worst about my trauma. So that was me and Miss Red. That's back and forth. But I said it in a sarcastic way.
Are we going to discuss Manda threatening Courtney or Manda threatening her son to go here, there, and everywhere?
That's a woman.
I just come in here to say what's actually happened because obviously these lot have their.
Yeah, but when you said Alicia, made me a little bit sick to my stomach. I'm not going to lie. When you said
Angie, that's over the top. What you're saying?
Well, no, because you support.
Well, then okay, then it was banter. I was bantering about the filming.
Angie,
it was sarcasm.
It was sarcasm. Can I ask you a serious question?
I don't find mocking Miss Red's DV banter.
That's not banter.
I don't find mocking Miss Red's. Yeah, and saying that Miss Red, you stand with her abuser.
Alicia, I said that, and Miss Red probably knows that. I was being sarcastic. Yeah, because
I don't think it was sarcasm.
You said it. No, the thing is, you've looked at my reaction, not her action. Her action was she don't believe me about the grape, and she supported somebody that said the worst about my grape. You know what I mean? So I've gone back at her. So that's a reaction.
And can we just remember as well that when this stuff happened with you and Frankie, I was the person who sat here and defended you. And this is when we was like at each other's throats. I sat
here. Everyone. Angie, people support people that have poor actions. Look, if someone's talked about your grape, which is disgusting, and they're friends with someone else, you can't target them because everyone supports different people for different reasons.
Yeah. No, there's a lot more to run.
But I want to, because these lot sat slandering my name, I was on my own live, and the stuff that's being said was.
Alicia, I think why I find it quite shocking what you said is because you do support DV, which I think a lot of women do.
I stand against DV and I stand for women. Yes, I do.
Sorry. You stand against DV, absolutely. And then you turned around and said that you want to film Frankie's girlfriend beating up Hannah.
That's not DV, Angela. That is Manda is.
Whoa! Well, it's not DV. However, a man arranging for a woman to fight another woman, in my eyes, is very similar.
Manda
it's not. You know what it is? It's called a fight
people and saying that she was saying to Courtney she was going to do this, that, and the other.
In the comment, I never said it was DV, but what I'm saying is you can't support DV Yeah, so to support, well, people that,
Angie, have you not thought about this, Angie? Have you not thought about it?
Let me finish. You can't support TV victims and then go around
Completely
and
different
say,
things.
I want to film this woman being beaten up that's been arranged by a man.
Yeah, but Angie,
Then
how
when
about
she's
this then,
talking
Angie?
to
Let me say this
why are
right.
you shaking for?
Let me know when I
No,
go.
you're going to twist it now.
What's it, Alice? And then you did say, Alicia, why are you shaking, Mandy? You said
I said, why is your voice shaking? Because she's got a lot to say all the time, threatening.
Nothing to do with TV. Behave.
She threatens violence on people continuously. This older lady is continuously threatening violence on people. So I said,
Angie, let me sum this up now. What's the difference, right? Maybe Frankie, right, was just for fight promoting, you know, like Eddie Hearn, the boxing and stuff. Maybe he was getting his missus and Amanda to get it, hash it out. Maybe Frankie's not a problem. He's just a fight promoter. How about that?
Yeah, I think it's disgusting what you did, Lisa.
I think some of the things you do are disgusting as well, Angela.
You say that you want to film it.
I don't want to film it.
But you want to film a woman being beaten up while a man sits by and watches it.
I would like to see, do you know, with the things that they've said and done and how she's been threatening everyone with violence, I would like to see that, yeah.
Talk about the things she said and done, right? Well, guess what?
I'm trying to, but you're not letting me.
Right, there are a lot of women that have done things in a DV relationship, maybe cheated, maybe provoked him. You provoked me. You done it. I'm justified by what I did.
It's nothing to do with DV.
It is.
It's not.
No, but Alicia, it's not to do with it DV. I'm not saying it is DV. I'm not saying that. But you can't support TV and then say, I want to film a woman being beaten up while a man watches it. You cannot do that.
If this woman's running around threatening violence on everyone and threatening everyone with her son and then she gets smacked up, I don't care.
Do the right thing, go to the police, or otherwise...
I'm not going to go. Why am I going to waste police time?
You know, that we're talking about Frankie and Mandy, not anybody else. We're not talking about anybody.
We're coming to say about the stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
You're not letting me talk about it. You're telling me that I'm in the wrong for saying that someone who...
actually film someone getting beaten up. It's sick. It's absolutely sick. And you're
it's sarcasm, isn't it, Angie?
No, I don't see it as sarcasm.
Are you the only person who can be sarcastic on this app?
I think it's dark humour.
Yeah, it's dark humour.
No, it wasn't. No, when it was an actual argument. You know what I mean?
Listen, I just want to say about this Discord thing. Like, I don't care if people slag me off and slate me and say about the way I look and whatever they were saying. My issue is that these people put pictures of my children in a Discord, discussed my children's name and heritage and race and whatever, like people always do. Put pictures of my ex in there. Put pictures of my business page in there. Said things like they were saying they were going to skin my dog. Talking about my mother, the usual spill that these people do.
That was it. People may have shit about in my Discord and that gets leaked, and I've not seen it.
But the point is, I have the reactions to these comments from the Discord, and the people that are saying, "Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, it was just two people." No, you lot were fully involved in things. You were asking my children's ages. So for me, all the people that were in there that reacted to things and were part of it, they're nonsense. All right. That's all I wanted to say.
Angie, I'm being targeted in the chat by Canadian Angie. Can you tell her to behave?
Oh, bun Canadian Angie.
Be on Canadian Angie. Go harder.
I don't know how you support her. You know what? You're all wrong uns for supporting her, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
We get the best cakes.
Orange hearts for CA, guys. Absolutely.
Oh,
She doesn't
my
have
God,
orange hearts.
so
She has grey
desperate.
hearts, Angela.
Yeah, desperados, man. You do know what sort of normal mentality, right? Uses their daughter's photo to catfish a guy on TikTok. Madness.
Yeah, and what woman says I want to film a woman getting beaten up?
A fight promoter does.
Angie, do I have to go and get all of the recordings of you saying things about DV and telling people they deserved it or they're lying or whatever?
Yeah, she is.
Let me tell you why I said what I said. Let me tell you what I said.
Yeah, but you've said it to several different people.
Okay, one second, CA, before CA speaks, let me tell you. The reason I've said what I said is because I will never support a woman that supports a man, that goes for a woman or threatens a woman. I'll never support.
Who didn't threaten her? Amy did. Amy was in the background saying it.
A woman's past when they're singing my box and they've been through DV or whatever they've been through, but yet there they are supporting a man.
Amy was in the background saying it.
Hi, CA.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, you're all right.
I'm okay, thank you. So, Alex, as you're sitting here for your clout because you're coming back after crying.
What do you mean clout?
Crying your little eyes out how you had to leave the app. and now you're back. Oh
no, I'm so. You know what? You've got me there, Granny.
You know what? Let's just remember one thing. No one's forgotten about your fish paste and tears.
You know, also people haven't forgot Canadian Andrew.
Hey, Alex,
you allowed a woman in your box to talk about sex acts with a child.
Brigham, where's your hands right now?
You allowed a woman in your box to talk about sex acts with a child, a baby.
Brigham, where's your hands right now? Because we know what you like to do when you're on when you're on live. You can't come for no one. Start moaning.
You can't come for no one because you know the one thing that I've never done is allowed someone in my box to promote child porn.
Go put your teeth in, Brigham.
You literally allowed. Listen to me now. You allowed someone in your box to talk about a sex act with a baby.
A sex act with a baby.
Yes.
And who's that?
Many times he tried to get you bananaed.
When was that? When EQ said about Pearl to go and sit on her daughter's face, and you dropped me and didn't drop Pearl. I mean, you didn't drop EQ.
Yeah, that is true. That did happen. When
yes, it's a fact. I've got the screen recording. I'll put it out there if you want.
Wait, can I intervene really quickly? However, Pearl and EQ are now friends. Okay, now they're not, but they were friends. Pearl was friends and wanting help.
Doesn't matter. She allowed it in her box.
She allowed it in her box.
Alicia, shut up.
And allowed a woman
Happy 70th birthday,
on
by
her
the way.
granddaughter's face.
Alicia,
right. Let me ask you a question, right?
Happy 70th.
You're right.
Yeah, go call PLM.
Have the best day.
Go call PLM.
Scottish Johnny, like you do.
Yeah, Alex, you're right with what you said. EQ did say about Pearl's grandbabies, but why is Pearl now friends with her?
Pearl, that's up to Pearl. You can't come at me for that. I'm saying to her, she allowed it. She's coming at me saying, "Oh my God, Alex said this," and I've said, "Well, the one thing I've never done, and I've never seen anyone else do on the app, is allow that to be said in a box and not drop them." And actually, said big up EQ. It literally said big up EQ for saying it.
That person is probably a bit odd, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but saying big up EQ for saying it.
Go get the video where
imagine
put it out there. Happily put it out there because you're looking to look stupid.
Yeah, go get it. Go get it. Where's your hands right now? Where's your hands right now, Brigham? You're gonna start.
You've been caught out. This is what the problem is for you, grannies. You're senile, you see. Happy 70th birthday, senile Canadian Andrew.
Yeah, Brigham.
Happy 70th. Have the day you deserve.
Happy 70th birthday, Canadian Andrew. Stop catfishing men on an app because you're absolutely butters.
You're a friggin' one's a pedalo enabler who sticks with PLM and doesn't think they're
Scottish Johnny? Oh no, that's you.
Scottish Johnny was your mud, mate. Scottish Johnny was your mud.
The other one over there with the sick mind about crab paste and tears.
Remember saying to Gales, I'll ask Scottish Johnny.
We're gonna put
Alex, put your hands on your head so we know where they are.
Sorry, man. I'm tapping the screen with one hand and I got the other one holding it.
Don't get your phone all dirty, Alex, with your hands when you touch it.
Yeah, go on. You know,
Is that what you do when you send in pictures of your daughter out?
Can I just say, no, I don't think he's doing anything because we're not talking about children.
Very dangerous things to be saying, Ange.
That's weird.
Very weird, Ange.
Not weird. Were you not having a debate on ADHD?
Oh, is that sarcasm? Sorry.
Oh, so yeah.
It's a bit of sarcasm.
Yeah, just a bit of sarcasm.
Were you not talking about ADHD, Alex?
No. This is where this thing all got twisted. Remember, I proved
it. You weren't talking about children and ADHD at the time.
No.
Right.
Yeah. See, that's all proved. That was all proved.
You guys keep going on about pedlos, yeah? And let me tell you, get that little put a little finger of yours and point it to yourself. Yeah.
When people are sat in a Discord discussing my children, they're pedlos.
One sec, Alicia, you're one of them. You're obsessed with pedlos.
No, I call out pedlos.
Obsessed with pedlo this and pedlo this.
I'll call them out.
Get that finger and put it to yourself because you're hiding something.
No, I'll just find it, Angie. You're sticking up to Canadian Angie because she's a gifter.
No, she doesn't gift me. She hasn't given me for a while.
Canadian Angie, send her a lion if she's your real friend.
No, that's what you do, Alicia.
She's not your real friend. Oh my God.
That's you and Top Girl, Alicia. That's you and Top Girl.
You find the person that's speaking about the pedlo the most, constantly calling people pedlos. Is there something?
No. I care about children's safety. And when people are sat in a Discord putting pictures of my children and speaking about my children.
Alex Brigham a nonce.
I never called him. I said it's noncy behaviour at the time. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but yet you are now sitting in his box.
I don't think Alex Brigham's
a nonce. Sitting here calling out.
I think Canadian Angie is because she talks about kids all the time. Alex doesn't speak about kids.
You don't, honestly, Alicia, you don't think someone who sits there, be honest now, not because he's your friend, who sits there and refers to a pedlo's chair and says crab paste and tears. You don't think there's anything
We wasn't
wrong
talking
with
about that thing. That's the problem. That's where
Angie,
you
hang on a minute. Can I ask Canadian Angie something? So do you think if someone gets pictures of someone's children, okay, and they put them onto adult pictures, so adults with no clothes on, they put the children's heads onto those pictures, do you think that's a pedlo? Do you think that's wrong?
I think that's wrong, but you're the one.
That's what Scottish Johnny did, and that's your mate. That's your mod, you're his mod, and you speak to each other in DMs. You can twist the part. I've spoken about that.
Excuse me, Elise, I'm going to debunk that little thing. Theory you got there. Scottish Johnny has also sent me evidence that Kate, is it Kate? No, is it Kate? Wait a minute. It's got a name now. Alex's mods.
Cat.
Big up Cat.
That's it. Cat has actually doxed children in the PLM server.
No,
I've got evidence of that.
Yeah, do you know what, Ange? You know what? That message, I've seen that myself, right? But I also played the recording where Scottish Johnny said afterwards that you can change anyone's name on a Discord and make anything seem believable.
Bullshit.
Well, maybe you've done that with Scottish
You mean
Johnny,
I played the recording? You mean bullshit? Can I know? You played the
Have you done
recording
that with
along.
Scottish Johnny then? Because the evidence that you've got about him is
Why are you deflecting from what this person's done? Like, this is her mod, Canadian Angie, he was her mod, sorry, and then she was his mod, and then she messaged Kales to say, oh, I'll ask Johnny, her mate.
Have a look in the box.
You want to sit? You're the only person on this app that's ever said that I'm in PLM.
Alicia, hold up.
You don't know what you're talking about. You've just come here from Canada. No, I'm not finished. And then you can talk. I'll be quiet. I'll mute. You've come here from Canada. You make things up. You twist things to fit your narrative, going on about someone who had a kid years ago, by the way, with someone who was underage, probably when I was a teenager. So what would I know about that? You lie and you make things up. You're a weird woman.
Oh.
You send pictures of your daughter to people. You're noncy because you talk about kids all the time. So I'm going to sit in now and say that's you.
Okay, are you
You
done?
can play any video you want. Couldn't give a shit. You're fucking obsessed. Do you ever say anything positive?
Are you done?
You just chat shit.
Are you done?
Go on.
Okay. So first of all, we'll address your Scotty one. So the Kales thing that came out, number one, was not what you think. And I've put up the original WhatsApp message. So when you go back to your Scottish Johnny, he was never my mod. And everyone went into Scottish Johnny's because he was in this box saying he was going to out Brigham for being in PLM. And everybody was in his live. Why he modded me, I don't know, and I demodded myself as soon as I noticed I was modded. So don't start with your crap, because no one was his mod.
Do you believe, Canadian Angie, that I was in there?
Alex, I'm talking, and then you'll have your turn, I guess. I'll mute.
I want to speak, because I've got shit to do. I've got shit to do in real life. Right, firstly, Angela, was you in the PLM server?
Never.
No, but there was an account in there in your name. So
Yeah,
shall we all
Johnny.
believe that it was you?
Johnny, yeah.
So them screenshots you were saying, you know was lies because you publicly apologised. Anyone can have any name in any server, and it wasn't even in my name. You all know that Scottish Johnny's a fucking
I've got
thief.
evidence you
So
weren't
before you
here.
start running your mouth about me, you cunt, don't apologise on a public platform and then backtrack, bitch, because I will turn up to your house and knock your fucking teeth out. You.
I've got the evidence. So what are you saying that you weren't there?
Yours are cheap.
What is he saying she's not in there?
Cunt. You apologise because you was wrong, you stupid bitch. You're fucking two convicted paedophiles in your box. So who are you talking about, you old cunt? Look at the fucking state here. You don't even know what fucking day it is, you dribbling bitch. You can't say shit about me, you fucking old cunt.
Right, listen, you've got Johnny in your box. You've got Johnny in your box, so get him up because he'll tell you that I was never in PLM.
You weren't PLM, no, Kat, were you not?
I was in the server, yeah. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Because they trolled my kids and I was getting revenge. That's why. That's why, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't know fuck all, you silly cunts. All you know is I just drink red wine and run your fucking mouth. But you know what? Carry on running your mouth, darling, because I will turn up. I will turn up, big badass boxer.
Sorry, I can't have any PLM in my life. Sorry, Kat. Yeah. You just admitted. I'm glad you did. You actually also admitted that you were friends with Purple Wacky, did you not? Not the real Purple Wacky, the Purple Wacky on here. Did you not? I've got the video. I can play it for everybody if you want, Kat. Yeah.
So did
you
Alicia.
sit there saying you're in
No,
there
I
to get
didn't.
me
I said he
in.
gifted
You
me and said
sat
I'm
there
pretty
for
years ago. Do you know what gets me on this app, right? You lot come on here and you come on here new. I was around when PLM were doing whatever they were doing. I was on this app. You lot weren't. You just run with stuff you're told without facts. You know fuck all about it. Johnny's in the box. Get him in here and the geezer will tell you he don't know who I am.
Canadian Angie, do you honestly
Came
believe?
out of your own mouth. Brigham, shut up.
You sit there and you say, oh, they're all nonsense.
see, look
They're
here,
all
you
nonsense. It's
said
weird.
right. It's
It came out
amazing,
of
isn't
your
it?
own mouth, Alicia.
Yeah, it did. I just said it again.
Yeah,
I
but
just
what?
said it again.
But here's
Angie,
the thing.
can I
If you
speak?
listen to everything I said, if you listen to
here's the
everything I
thing.
said, you'd hear what I was saying, not a chopped together video.
That's not a chopped together video. I'm
Yes,
gonna
it
get
is. You can see where it cuts off. It's a chopped together video. Play it every single day. Nobody fucking cares. Everyone knows I'm not on PLM. Everyone knows I'm not a nonce. Everyone knows that I call out nonces.
Alicia, even if it's a chopped up video, those words still came out of your mouth.
Yeah, they did. I just said it again. I just said to you, you come on this app, you hear things about this, that, and the other about PLM. You've got no idea about nothing. You're just some bitch sat in Canada using your daughter's pictures. You're about 70 years old. No one
not
fucking
70
cares.
years old. That is who I am, and I don't give a shit what you guys say. I don't
It's
care.
not who. Okay, turn your camera on. End it now, and people will stop calling you a catfish. Turn your camera on right
You can
now.
call me a catfish all you want. I don't care.
You won't turn your camera on.
Let me tell you this much. You're talking about a picture of a woman nobody's posted. I haven't posted since 2019. And I'm not going to say anything any further because it's none of your business. Who's
Catfish.
passed and who hasn't.
Big catfish in the house.
You, on the other hand, talk about pedlos.
Korean wants the box.
Perkolaki, talk about children.
I have got children, and I will call out every single nonce on this app. How about that? You people
Max and Neve, and Max and Neve's in the chat.
Alex Brigham is
The
only here
Neve
for
is
the
in the
clout.
chat.
Alex Brigham, go cry and then say how.
Imagine being 70 years old and acting like this. Could never
I
be
can't
me.
be on the app because I this, that. Oh, I'm coming back. Oh, and what he said the other day, I'm coming back and I can tell people to go get an ROPE and they can do whatever they want. I don't care anymore. What the hell? It's
Who
bad
cares,
enough.
really? Who cares?
Who cares? I think people that follow you should care because you talk about children, pedlos chairs.
No one talks about kids. No one talks about pedlos chairs.
70 of Canadian
Send me
Angie,
your
70
postcode,
today,
Angie. I'll direct you to
mashallah.
the
You
nearest
know what?
bitch.
You can stick up for your friend all you want. Stick up for your friend all you want. What you said to Scout Slayer was absolutely Frankie's disgusting. You two are best of friends. You're no better than him. You are a fucking pedlo. You're sick in the head. Who the hell even comes up with things like that? That's just not normal.
Yes,
You're
it talks
not
about kids every
Perception, that was your perception with what was said, Canadian Angie.
Every day.
Every day.
Well,
He
of
talks about
course,
kids
here's the
every
backup.
day.
Here's the backup.
What?
At least you can't be by herself without Torian.
There's no backup.
Pedlo.
I just wanted to say.
Torian, who fucking
Here we go.
wants to chuck people's kids.
Okay.
Who cut up. Yeah, that's Alicia.
Am I allowed to respond, Angela?
No, Torian, you know
one at a
what?
time though, guys.
I'm not even speaking. I'm
Hold
letting
on.
her speak.
1 second, and then I'm gonna mute. You come up in here. You wish
Nobody cares.
Gypsy Queen's child. You wanted. Oh, I don't even want to get into what you wished on Gypsy Queen's child. Then you went and attacked John Shields. Fucking making
poor
fun
John
of him,
Shields.
hoping that it doesn't matter. He's still a person, is he not? It's
attacked him. Who are you talking about?
John Shields.
Okay, go on.
Torian, you have no room to talk. I'll mute.
Okay. All right. First of all, after the Gypsy Queen thing, you was licking my booty. I was in your box. You was in my box. Like, you had no problem. It's
I've
only
never
now that I'm
been in
calling.
your box.
Hello, I'm muted while you was talking.
I
Shut
want
up.
to correct one
No,
thing.
shut
one
up.
thing.
I'm speaking.
One thing.
Angie, I was on
thing,
mute. No,
Torian.
it's not 1 sec.
One
No.
sec, I just have
No,
one.
I'm responding. So shut up. As
You
I
shut
was
up.
saying, you were still around me and everything. The only reason why you're trying to call me out now is because you decided to use your child's picture and put it up, and I called you out in it. So now it's Gypsy Queen. Go and play with traffic, you weird Canadian bitch. Thank
Torian,
you.
go stand in front of a bus and hopefully it accelerates right when you're in front of it. That's what you need to do.
Disgusting this is. Outrageous.
Outrageous.
Disgusting. I'm
Keep it
shocked,
down.
alarmed, and
Oh, I'm
distressed. I can't
shocked.
believe she
Shouldn't be triggered. I was run over by a bus when I was 7 years old.
Oh, listen, that's
Stop getting involved in the women's
How
bitching.
dare I? How dare I? She told me to go play in traffic, but how dare I tell her to go stand in front of a bus? Oh,
I hope someone screen recorded that because that was absolutely vile.
Oh, I hope someone screen recorded Torian and telling me to go play in traffic.
tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll take Torian out of it because she's definitely not a pedlo enabler.
I'm so upset.
But moving from
my
Torian
goldfish got run over by a bus. I'm triggered.
You told me to go play in traffic. I'm crying.
I'm triggered.
You told me to go play in traffic.
My poor goldfish got unalived by a bus.
Oh, and I got unalived playing in traffic.
And you speak about everyone's children.
You know what?
And you're so ugly. That's why you have to use your child's picture. You talk about everyone's a pedlo, but you invite pedlos to look at your underage child by using her picture.
Is that all you have?
Weird woman.
Is that all you
Let's
have?
really talk about
That's
it.
all you've got. That's all you've
You
got.
say everyone's a peddler. You say Alex is a peddler. All these people are
Alex is a
peddlers.
peddler.
But you use your own child's picture to expose her to the so-called peddlers on the app.
Angie, can I say something?
Torian, your story's getting boring. So you've got Alicia that loves purple Angie and
Canadian Angie sends nude pictures of her daughter to Ricochet.
Guys, can we one at a time?
Excuse me, I sent nude pictures
Let me
of
speak,
myself to
guys.
Ricochet.
Let me speak. Right,
You sent
Torian.
nude pictures of yourself
Torian wanted to
to
buy
Alex
a
Brigham.
13-year-old
Why, when
kid.
CLA demodded you, Canadian Angie? Tell us now.
Go away.
You wanted to buy a cat, a 13-year-old kid with an IFE, right?
David, shut up. You showed bloody...
Right.
David, go
Then
away. You're
you've
so
got-
irrelevant.
then you've got
He's so
Alex
annoying.
Brigham,
You bully
you've got
women.
Alex Brigham talking about
He's
a fucking
actually so
dare.
annoying, this man.
Right?
Can we let David talk?
And then you've got
Just one
Elise.
at a time, please. Just the people.
Boring. Get him out. What?
Oh, I think everyone's got kicked out. Oh. I'm trying to find this video, guys, of Ket. Because I'm not a liar. Shit, I think I've got bananaed. I'm going to my other account. How do I get out of this?
And I've been fucking.
I'm not on the task here.
I haven't linked your address at all.
No, that's not the one.
What?
What are you? It's my.
Gonna find this video. So that's not it, no. Okay. Hey, you're not gonna. I'm gonna find this video, guys, of Ket.
The attention. I know who I'm.
Right, let me find it. So that one. Oh, can't find it. Hey guys, I'm just trying to find this video. I can't bloody find it. Is it that one? Found it. So Ket, that likes to think that she went in there to get revenge. And that she was in, that's why she was in the PLM server.
I'm not saying everything you say is right, because sometimes you can be a little shit. But it's just words at the end of the day. And don't get me wrong, I am a survivor of abuse, so I know it can be triggering, because when I first come across him, he triggered me and I rang the police on him and I hated him. But when I went into the server and got to know what he was really like, it's literally just dark humour. There is no paedophiles in the PLM server, I can guarantee you that. I'm a mother of 4 children.
There you go, Kat. Yeah. So you don't really go into the server to get revenge now, did you? No, you didn't. You're all friends with Purple Wacky. Yeah. We'll have all the receipts. Yes, apparently it was just dark humour. That's Alex Brigham's mod, by the way. Yeah, that's constantly trolled me. Yeah, I think a lot of the things that I've gone through is probably because of her. Yeah, to be fair, you're wronging, Kat. Admit it, wronging. There has a police officer, I think her ex-husband or husband's a police officer. Whatever. Ugh.